Good morning to ACP Kwesifori. I go back with him maybe 20 years ago. It's good he's moved from operations to PR, and I hope that by the next program, he will be dressed like a service provider. He's dressed combat ready. And so I want to see him mimicking a service provider. This is how it starts, isn't it? So, ACP, I know you just moved, so so I'm told from here, he's used to charge. So I think now he has to engage more of us. Yes, but I must say, from my own perspective, I would want to look at the issue we are discussing from a four-dimensional view. And one of it, which probably would be the media, has to do with the executive, and then part of it has to do with the security agencies themselves and civilians. And I think just before you ask the rest of us here to talk, you spoke about the National Security Policy document. Some of us for many years advocated to have a comprehensive national security policy document. Yes, I would say it is work in progress. What we haven't done, which I think I would want to see all of us, the executive, the media, civilians, and all of us who are concerned about security, is to start looking at monetizing security. We haven't monetized it. When I say monetizing, I lived in Britain for a while. I used to like to speed as a young man. And at every given point when I went through the speeding, equipment, I got a ticket. There was a time I got about 8. And each of them, one day. And each of them I was supposed to pay, many years ago, about £80 per traffic offense. And anyone who is listening understands who the traffic police officer is in Britain. They don't take anything, no. Once they arrest you, they've arrested you. We haven't done that. So people later, you have people committing crimes, and what we see is police officers collecting 2 cedis. You have police officers sometimes collecting 2 cedis, 5 cedis, and all that. So I am saying that let's make committing crime very expensive for those who would want to commit crime, including traffic offenses. If we can do that, then the issue of lack of funds, because all this we are talking about, if you go to Kenforiata, the Honorable Minister, the Exchequer, you tell him you want money, he'll be thinking about planting for food and jobs. He'll be thinking about education. He'll be thinking about the rest. But as we speak, there is no itemized tax for security. Nobody's talking about it. So you go to him, he tells you, show me where the money is. So please, I would want to see the National Security Policy document. Somewhere they said they are now going to look for money. No, the money is with the offenders. Catch them, find them on the spot. But please, if you give me 1 minute, I'll wrap up. If I break the law, a traffic offense, and a police officer arrests me, he says, let's go. He takes me there, and after a week, the judge would ask me to pay 600. I'll pay 100 cedis to the police officer and walk away. But if the police officer had a tablet that says I should pay 100 Ghana cedis, and out of that 100 Ghana cedis, that police officer is giving 10% end of the year, depending on how many people he accosted. I think that we would be taking the burden of government in terms of providing security from counter-terrorism, from the street robberies, and in recruiting a lot more people too. So for me, I'm looking at it from the issue of funding. So let's get that right. If we get it right, I believe that the mess we find ourselves will move away from it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bonah.